Hello my friends and welcome to episode 20 of our Football Manager 2020 Rangers Let's Play. Kind of froze on 20 and 2020 there, but just too many 20s for my brain. I'm going to introduce you quickly to our new scout, Martin Glover. He's been a chief scout and a director of football for pretty much 10 years. Before that was at Blackburn as a normal scout for 10 years, and he's came to us as a normal scout, Martin Glover. Very, very storied history in football. 1919, absolutely perfect. We've made a move for someone else. Also, the lad was one of the lads we tried to get was at Blackburn. We have made a move for a different staff member in that regard, because the lad that was at Blackburn signed a new contract instead of coming to us. But if we go to Club Vision, I believe we can see our promises here. So we've got scouts allowed, improved training facilities, got a increased transfer budget denied. And then the next day I went and said, can you improve the youth facilities as well? And one of my staff guys came up to me and said, we should send this guy on a coaching course. So I said, yeah, no problem, I'll ask the board. And they said, yeah, no problem. So, all great things there. Now, I've changed my mind slightly about this episode. We're still doing Ajax, but I decided, do you know what, let's throw this Aberdeen game in as well. Aberdeen tend to feature quite heavily in my Let's Plays early on, and then they fizzle out later on. So I thought this is a good opportunity to keep them in, at least for now. We throw in a double game episode because that keeps it, fairly interesting for you guys. Gives you two games, and we've got good news as well. Where is it? Batista. My thing's set to contracts just now because I'm renewing everything. We've got Batista Mayer coming in full time. I should have put this at the end of the season. It would have saved us a bit of money in terms of wages. Unfortunately, I kind of messed that up. But for £5.5 million, no add-ons, we have got Olivia Batista Mayer full time, already 3-star potential. I mean, just look at the stats. Ryan Kent wants a new contract. He should be absolutely bricking it right now. He's working in a few other traits, and he tries tricks through a momentum system, so that kind of works out well. Can't actually get rid of that now that we've not gone through all that, but we actually need to go back through the development centre and click the players that are on loan because I've missed them out. But that kind of covers that. I really should put that as selection info, not that. So today we're taking on Ajax and Aberdeen, as I said. Let me know what you're thinking about the series so far. I've really enjoyed the comments. And I was going to finish this contract, but had a little international break there, and I kind of messed it up and didn't do it. So, I'm kind of going to trust one of the lads in the Rangers group, who's basically said to me it will work. Joribo, he is still wanted by someone, and I'm going to keep that midfield. I think Harry Wilson injured. Is Batista Mayer back fit? No, he's not, but he's going to have to come onto the bench. Holster can come off for Brophy, who's getting back to match fitness through reserve matches. And do you know what? Other than bringing maybe McCrory in, I kind of like this team. There is one lad who I've offered a contract to in the reserves who I will promote to the first team if he accepts the contract. I'm going to risk Harry Wilson here as well, just because we've got no other winger options really. Kishna's injured. Pellegrini, who got his first goal against Hearts, actually. I need to show you that before we go into this game, so we'll do that right now. We won 3-0, Harry Wilson, Morelos and Pellegrini, with the goals of Morelos and Pellegrini both from wide free kicks. Both sort of rebounds, extra plays in it, not from the initial ball. One was a header from Manfaros that went to Morelos, and the other one was, I think it was Manfaros, his shot was saved, and Pellegrini was the first of two Rangers players to act before any Hearts players. Harry Wilson was Ryan Kent nicking the ball and played it across goal. Don't see that very often. I'm just going to double check my team real quick. John Suter's a bit of a risk here. In fact, Manfaros, what's your fitness level? You've been playing so well the last couple of games that I don't think I can drop you right now. And yeah, go with that. Proceed to match and hope for the best. 3 points here would put us third. We're the only team that Ajax have beaten so far. They got a draw against Lyon as well. They obviously have Napoli to play. Well, we have Lyon to play But if we can get a win here, we can actually put ourselves not just back, in contention for both going through in the Champions League and the Europa League, depending on how results elsewhere go. So I'm going to go with give these fans their money's worth, or words to that effect, and send them out. Aberdeen next. I'm also trying to unsettle Scott McKenna. He is already unsettled, wanting to move to a bigger club. I'm the only club interested, so I'm kind of wanting to try and push that, and I'm going to try and do a little bit more, as Wilson puts it, just wide. I'm going to try and do a little bit more in the lead up to the game against Aberdeen. See if he can have an absolute shocker. Van de Beek, Aruja, Van de Beek. It's a decent ball to Quincy Promes. He's got Stephen O'Donnell for company, who stands tall, gets it away. Harry Wilson brings it out. He's covered a lot of ground here, Harry Wilson. It's a good ball to Morelos. His first touch is brilliant, and he's put it wide. Oh, we can't be missing chances like that, Alfredo, my man. There's a striker that also got recommended again in the FM Rangers group. Now, I know there was a comment recommending someone. It's an assistant manager with about 3 total stats and doesn't play my formation. So the lad that, I can't remember the lad's name now, or the lad they recommended, but it was an Italian lad, 41 years old. I apologise, I'm not going to make that move. I had a look and decided against, just based on the information given. But the lad was Lewis Barry's in the Barcelona reserve team, and he said he bought him for 1.2 million. I went and had a look at him and I went, oh, he's good for 1.2 million. So I clicked scout, and they went, not interested in selling. So I went, okay, Bayern weren't interested in selling Batista Mayer, so let's try our luck. Offered 5 million, and they came back and said, yeah, we want 194 million. I was like, yeah, that deal is not going to be done anytime in the near future. He actually had a release clause for a lot less than that, but I'm still not paying 34 million, which is what I assumed the game was trying to tell me that they wanted. We're not going to accept lower than that 34 million release clause. So, it's not happening, because I'm not paying 34 million for a 17-year-old striker. Even if we had 34 million to spend. Come on, we need a result here. Go get revenge. That kind of fired him up a little bit. And then try that. Yep, that's good. Okay, so it's a free kick, looks like, for offside to them. Barisic's tripping over and slurs. Played it forward. O'Donnell, one cross kick over the top of their defence. Alfredo Morelos. It's got to go far post. You have to go far post on them in this game, and it always go near post. Barisic with the corner whipped in. It's over everybody and out for a throw on the other side. That's a really, really poor corner. I don't know if Manfaros was pushed there and that was the issue. Slurs to Maligan. Good press in. And they're forced to go back to the goalkeepers. Morelos is going to chase him down as well. He's launched it long. Finds Quincy Promes. Morelos has got to be offside here. There's no way he's on. Yeah, I didn't think he was on. What formation are they playing? Opposition. Right. Tactics, please. And I kind of want you man marking AMC, please. Confirm. Don't know what happened in this highlight so far, of course, because we were busy getting people to mark people in our attempt to change things. It's a decent ball over. Good challenge from Borna Barisic, and first to react to it, gets it clear. Slightly too far for Kent. I say slightly too far for Kent. There was nobody else there. As he comes in, he's taking it. Hit the target, please. It's been another very, very good performance though. So far in this game, you know, we've been the stronger of the two sides. We just need to find that goal. We're going to bring on Hickey for Barisic just because he's tiring. Get some fresh legs in there. Harry Wilson with the free kick. Yes! Get in! Harry Wilson! The kids are sleeping. I'm trying not to wake them. Believe me, that was a very little amount of how much I wanted to celebrate there. Good free kick from Harry Wilson. I think the keeper gets a hand to it. Not enough. He's already away celebrating. He knows that was in the back of the net from the moment he hit that. O'Donnell with the throw in. Harry Wilson. He's just drifted past him and he's got Morelos with the goal. I'm trying not to wake the kids up again. Harry Wilson has just turned this game up. You know what? I said we were the better team when I made that little tactical tweak. Obviously that's not affected us scoring the chances now. Nice to see him playing it across there. Maybe something has changed that I am not aware of. We're going to bring on David Turnbull for Sergio Gomez, who's starting to tire as well. Get some fresh legs in the midfield and allow David Turnbull, double checking yet, David Turnbull to develop a little bit. And one final change, we're going to bring on Eamon Brophy for Ryan Kent. It's a bit of a gamble, but whatever, don't care. Get in there, son. Wilson with the free kick, the corner rather, launches in, cleared away. Aribo wins it. Hickey. Turnbull have just offered Hickey a new contract as well. He had 18 months left. And just wanted to see how it went. And Eamon Brophy off the bench. It's 3-0. I think that completely turns around the scoreline for the away leg, which would help us out in terms of head-to-head, although I don't think head-to-head would ever be relevant because we'd be 2 points ahead. But we've just put ourselves in a chance of Europa League football next season. This is good. Very, very good. Urgela to Eating. Brophy, oh, he's missed out there. Van de Beek, Urgela cleared away. Van de Beek, oh, it's off the post, thankfully for that. That'll overturn the head-to-head that I was just talking about that I don't think is relevant. Faranes to Suter, launches it away. Headed back, David Turnbull picks up. He's done his man. Plays it out to Hickey. He's launched it to Aribo. So Aribo, he's got it into his left, and Onama, what? The goalkeeper makes a good save. Harry Wilson with a corner. Launched in, back post, Suter can't win it. Manfaros keeps it alive. Plays it to Aaron Hickey, who's... I was about to say, crosses it in, but he's hit the back of the net. Manfaros just keeps it alive. He doesn't get an assist for this. Why does he not get just a curl on it? It's actually a really good cross for Brophy. I don't know why Manfaros does not get an assist for that. That is crazy. That is literally the definition of an assist, but what a hit from Aaron Hickey. He's really coming on at young Aaron Hickey, you know, he is developing, and I trust that he can be the man to replace Borna Barisic. And we've got a couple of young lads who really do look like they could develop into that position as well. That's a good ball. Brophy just runs it out because, you know, that's better than crossing it. 4-0 winners at Ibrox. And that takes us off the bottom of the group. Before we finish this segment and go into the Aberdeen game, I'll show you the league table for both Champions League and Europa League situations. So Champions League, if we go down to Group D, I think it is, we can catch Napoli if they lose to Ajax and we beat Lyon in Lyon. Likelihood of that happening is about zilch. Faranes top clean sheets, by the way, but obviously that, for whatever reason, in Football Manager it counts qualifiers, whereas in real life if you went and clicked on this you would only get the 5 games that is played in the group stages. But that puts us into a Europa League spot, and I believe a draw in Lyon would guarantee us that. So that is very, very good. That's also another £2.4 million in the kitty. That plays for our new training facilities. And league table, we are 8 points clear of Celtic. Same amount of games played. We've only drawn 1, but they've drawn 2 and lost 2. Obviously one of those losses to us. With 12 games played, Faranes has 10 clean sheets. He cost 1.2 million, remember, rising to 1.7. I'm going to skip to Aberdeen now. We'll see you in just a second. A couple of changes from the Ajax game. Defensively, I don't think there's any. Up until we get to Acosta and Batista Mayer both in. For Joe Aribo, Gomez moving into the box-to-box role, and Harry Wilson, respectively. Harry Wilson he had a knock, and it was too much for him to play. Pellegrini comes onto the bench for that. Ricky Holzer also makes the bench. I've been impressed with him. And I was mentioning that I was going to promote someone up if they sign a new contract. They did. And Cammy Palmer comes onto the bench, having just been promoted from the reserve side. I thought, why not? Let's give him a run out if need be. He's there, he's fit, he's ready to go. Give him the number 55 shirt. My recording just cut off, so I'm not exactly sure where it went. But I was saying that we called Cammy Palmer up. I think I know what caused that actually. I think I've hit record, then continue on this beforehand, so I've hit record when it's going through. And that's probably what's caused it to fall in places before, because I always do it through the space bar. But what I was trying to say is, I thought, you know what, he's got the number 55 shirt, he's getting a chance if he can get on the game, and the 55 shirt doesn't really make any relevance to this game. Obviously we got 55 last season, but in real life that's a reasonably big thing just now, so hopefully we can achieve that in real life the way we did in the game. But right now we just want to focus on this match, having on the back of a very, very strong result against Ajax. But Aberdeen away, never an easy tie. They always seem to find an extra level for us. Morelos, I wasn't convinced that was getting to anyone. Sergio Gomez, Batista Mayer goes past his man. Please don't shoot from there, or that kind of works. Barisic, he's got no support that he can actually get it to though. And Lewis Ferguson eventually tackles him, but that's allowed him to get that half yard. Sergio Gomez has let it go over him, and the clearance is poor. That's not going to be the highlight, is it? Suter. Oh my days. What a save, Farinez. What a save, son. John Suter, what are you doing? Such a simple situation to deal with, and he had so much time to deal with it as well. Cleared away by McCrory and kept alive by Logan. Whipped back in, cleared by O'Donnell. Kent flicks on. Logan beats Morelos in the air. Considine. Scott McKenna, the man who I want to sign. And I've been trying to unsettle. I actually forgot to do it between games, but coming into this game and really try and work him up for this game. That's probably a bit of a mistake. Looks like a bit of lightning. I've never seen that before. I kind of hope I'm not seeing things. Batista Mayer launches forward. Doesn't find Kent. Cleared away. Manfaros. Good ball. And Batista Mayer across to Kent. He's gone past one, gone past two, straight at Joe Lewis. Not good enough, Ryan Kent. He keeps telling me he wants a new contract. Come out and earn it, buddy. Batista Mayer with the corner. It's not good. Too high. Unfortunately for us, I'm going to give a get creative because we need something here. We've actually had a decent sort of run and a couple of mistakes. Barisic has got Kent ahead of him and he's going to slide it forward for Ryan Kent. Kent's going to be forced to play it back to Barisic, but he's going to have space to pick out a cross. He finds Batista Mayer, who's hit the post at point blank range. And Morelos doing enough to get the corner kick at least. Batista Mayer with a corner. Can he whip this one in a better? Manfaros heads down. Ferguson first to react, unfortunately for us. Cleared away just over into the touch lines. That's not good. McCrory picking up a yellow is not ideal as well. Morelos picking up a knock is even less ideal. Richie Holster, I want to give him game time. I want him to get the match experience. I don't really want to give him another. Not quite yet. I might bring him on at half time though. It's not been a good half from us here. We've had chances, we've not taken them. Bad as it. Oh my days. We're literally gifting this Samuel guy chances. We're literally gifting them to him. Here mate, how easy do you want your one-on-ones? Would you like another one? Ferguson winning that header as well. That's not good enough at the back post. We have all our big guys back there. Someone should be winning one of those headers, not Lewis Ferguson. It's not been a good day at the office here. We should go into the second half. Morelos probably okay for another 15-20 minutes. Cards everywhere though on our defensive line. Joe Lewis launches forward towards one of those cards and Borna Barisic. He's headed it on and got to Ryan Kent. No infringements there. Kent with the Rabona. Oh, Batista Mayer. What a save from the keeper. What a cross from Ryan Kent. We're going to bring on Ricky Holster because... Richie Holster, rather. Because Morelos is starting to show that injury now a little bit. Barisic with this corner launched in. Manfaros! He's in some form just now. And that is another goal. It's only a second one. But there's so many assists from these exact situations where he's winning the headers. It's not been a good day for us in reality. But Manfaros puts us 1-0 up. And that's what we have to do. I mean, stat-wise, it looks like we're all over them. But we're not taking our chances. We're gifting them chances at the other end. As we're going to bring on Hickey for Barisic. He's on a yellow and struggling. Get him on the park. And our final change is going to be Pieragrini for Batista Mayer. He's obviously been struggling with a knock himself. We're going to click on Kent and ask him to swap with Pieragrini. This is something that I have been trialling. But I've not really had any or enough sort of attempts to see if it's actually doing anything. Hickey gets it back in poorly though. Shea Logan launches clear. And Faros, he is getting chased down quite quickly by Samuel. Hickey launches it across to find Batista Mayer. Still in the park, of course. Not his best bit of work from the German in reality. Really not his best bit of work. And he comes off for Pieragrini. Scored his first goal the other day. Hopefully he can do a bit more. Going to give them a bit of praise. Just see if that's going to kick them up. It's going to kick a couple of them up, but not enough. Sergio Gomez this time with the corner, of course, with Barisic being off. It's cleared away. Hickey is going to play it back out to Sergio Gomez, who's going to get a second bite of this cherry. Goes for Manfaros instead. Suter across to Aaron Hickey. I'm not quite sure where that ended up. I lost complete track of the ball, I'll be honest with you. They're bringing on Jack Grimmer for Shea Logan. They've made a couple of defensive subs, which is interesting. I wonder if they're just trying to see out this result. Maybe 1-0 just supports their goal difference and they're on target for their season. Slavica brings it out, launches it away, but the first guy there is Luciano Acosta. He's not played a game for a little while, so I kind of gave him this one out of making sure he stays fit. But he's found Vittorio Pellegrini. Good save. Richie Holster can't react in time. And Hickey would prevent the counter-attack there. We've got another corner kick here. It's the last chance of the game more than likely. Luciano Acosta to take it. Takes his time, launches it in, back post. Manfaros has flicked it across. Kent keeps it alive. Acosta whips it across again. Suter. Back to Ross McCrory, the captain. Pieragrini. He's beat his man. He's had a shot. Richie Holster. It's his first goal for Rangers. And what a game to do it. Kane, Richie Holster. Somehow Ross McCrory is getting that assist. We're not even going to get the replay to see what happened. But in the end, a poor game where we didn't play well, but we played well and dominated them, but couldn't see off our chances. Eventually we do. We win 2-0. And that sets us up really well. We've got 11 clear, obviously Celtic having a game in hand where they will play Hibs. That's not a formality by any stretch of the imagination. We play them next. No, we don't. We play Kilmarnock next. Then we play Celtic, Betfred Cup final, and Leon. That sounds like a good episode to me. Tune in for that one in the next episode. Until then, have a good day, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.